Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something I've actually never done, surprisingly, and it's basically gonna be my Sephora sale recommendations. If you've been a long time subscriber, you know this is the time of year that is like the most exciting for me because I usually go and spend a lot of money during the sale and do a very large haul. This year is definitely gonna be different. I mean, 2020 has been a year to not remember, that's for sure. A couple months ago I kind of did a big splurge and I did a lot of shopping at Sephora, so this year my shopping haul is not going to be anything like it was the last couple years, but you know, that's okay. I'm still going to be buying some stuff and I'm still very excited about it, and I'm also very excited to share with you guys some of my favorite products that I definitely think is worth checking out during the sale. Also, I just need to throw this out here. I was not planning on filming this video today and I had my makeup done up. It's very rare nowadays that I have a full face of makeup on, so I was like, you know what, I might as well take advantage and film a video since my makeup's already done. It's kind of looking a little crusty. It's been on for many hours. So like, it's not looking fresh. It's not cute, but it's on and I just wanted to get a video filmed. Anyways, now we're just gonna get into the video. So I have a lot of products here. Basically, I just kind of went through my drawers and picked out the products that I've been reaching for a ton lately, makeup wise. I also have some skincare and some hair care here, and just items that I think are worth getting when you have a discount. Some things are a little more pricier, and then just some things that are like absolute favorites in general. A few months ago I did a video. Basically it was a Sephora favorite. It was my favorite products from Sephora that I think are worth, you know, purchasing. So there is a couple items in this video that I did share in that one as well, but I wanted to share it again because they are just still tried and true products. So yeah. Now, a couple things that I think in general are just worth getting at this time when you have a sale is anything that's a higher price tag that you've really had your eye on but like didn't want to spend the money. Now's the time to do it because you're gonna get 10, 15, or 20% off depending on your tier. I also think like skincare is always really good to invest in, and it can be a little more pricey, so skincare, fragrance as well because that's more pricey. Just any of those like luxury products, luxury brands. So first off, some fragrances. Now's the time to treat yourself to a fragrance. So two of my favorites is the Caroline Herrera Good Girl. I actually got this in my last haul. This fragrance is one of my top ones right now. It's very, oh my god, I'm so bad at describing fragrances. But for me, this kind of reminds me of like a cologne but for women. Like, it's still feminine but it's still like sophisticated. It has some musk, a little bit of sweetness to it. It just kind of has everything that you would want. Like, for me, this is definitely, I mean, I wear it all times of the day, but I definitely would like categorize this as a nighttime fragrance. I think it's just very like sexy and feminine. And then this is another one of my favorites. This is the K. Ali Vanilla 28. This is Huda Beauty's fragrance line. If you like just vanilla sweet scents, this is like pure vanilla in a bottle, like vanilla extract in a fragrance. I love it. It smells so good. I always get compliments on this when I'm wearing it. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Like, it has a very soft, like woodsy vibe to it. It's not like candy sweet vanilla. So I really, really like this. I think this can work for a lot of people, and also this bottle is just so aesthetically pleasing. So those are two of my favorite fragrances. Let me know if you guys want like a fragrance collection video. I don't know if people even do those, but I just feel like I have so many now and so many that I love, and I just kind of like want to show it. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. Next couple items, I have some hair care. So these are both from the Olaplex line. I love the Olaplex line. If you have bleached hair or very damaged hair, this line is for you. It is a lifesaver. This is a product that I did talk about in my Sephora favorites video. This is the number 3 hair mask, and then I also have the number 6 bond smoother. I love these, and I've gone through so many bottles of these. Now, this size of bottle was limited edition. They don't currently sell this size. It normally comes in this like smaller one, but I think it's so worth it. It's a little expensive. I think this one is like $38 this size. It's expensive, but I'm telling you, like, I don't know what I would do without this product. With this one, it's not a deep conditioning mask. It's actually a product that helps to repair the bonds in your hair. So with this, you actually put it on before washing your hair. So put it in your hair. It says, I think, about 10 minutes. I usually will leave it on for about 30 plus, depending on what I'm doing and how much time I have. And then you'll get in the shower, rinse it out, shampoo, conditioner, that kind of thing. So this is not a deep conditioning mask. This is a bond repairing mask. It's amazing, and I really don't think my hair would be where it's at if I hadn't used this product, because my hair is very light blonde. It is platinum blonde, and platinum blonde hair is very hard to maintain. I also did this all myself. Like, my hair has never been to a salon. Everything that I've done to it is done by myself, and doing it yourself also, I feel, tends to lead to more damage. I mean, I'm an amateur. I never went to school. I don't know anything. Like, I never learned how to do it. I just watched YouTube videos and went off of that. So I probably have caused myself more damage along the way doing it myself and having to fix things and whatever. So this has really, really saved my hair over the years, and I have gone through so many bottles of this. I just think it's so, so good. And then as well as the Bond Smoother. This is basically a leave-in conditioner. I think they just work really well together. This has been the leave-in conditioner that I've been using for the last year, I would say, and I really like it. Leaves my hair feeling super soft and smooth, and it still adds shine. There's not a lot of frizz to it. Like, it just is really, really good. They are a little expensive for hair products, so I definitely think now is the time to try them out if you have the discount. Next product, I have the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This has been an all-time favorite product for a very long time as well. I've probably gone through 4 of these. I just love this so much. I have very dry lips, and this is one of the only products that has really helped my lips not be dry all the time. I've used, there was a time where I ran out of this and I had other like masks to use up, so I stopped using this and I used the other ones, and my lips just were not the same. They always felt dry and cracked and just was not a good time. So I'm very committed to this. I think it's so, so, so good. If you have dry lips or if you just need a good lip mask, I think this is one to go for. And they have a ton of different like flavors. I've always gotten the regular one. This is just like the berry, but I think next time I get it, I'm gonna try the sweet candy. I'm running pretty low on this because I use this every single night. It's just so good. The next product I want to talk about is from Tatcha. This is the Liquid Silk Canvas. If you're looking for a good smoothing primer, this is the one that I recommend. I like this because, one, it's oil free, so it's going to be good for all skin types. I find with having dry skin and having pores and having texture, when I use smoothing primers, a lot of them leave a very like powdery feeling texture on my face and make me feel like almost tight and dry. So it's been hard finding smoothing primers that work well with my dry skin, and this one is really good. It does not dry out my skin. It actually leaves my skin feeling very nice and hydrated. And another nice thing with this one as well is basically with this, instead of going into the pores, it kind of just lays on top. Therefore, it's not going to be clogging your pores and causing, you know, acne and stuff like that, because it's just basically leaving a layer on the top of your skin rather than going inside your pores and clogging them. It is a little more of an expensive primer, but I think it is so, so, so good if you're looking for something that's going to be smoothing but still be hydrating on the skin. And I like the liquid version just because it's a nice pump rather than having to like stick your fingers in the pot. So I really, really enjoy this primer. Next, I have the Huda Beauty Nude Palette. I talked about these in my Sephora favorites as well, but I had to mention them again because I just find these are palettes that I consistently go back to. If I'm like not sure what I want to do for my eyeshadow, or I don't want to do anything like bright or crazy, but I still want something that's gonna, you know, look good and pop and whatever, these are what I go for, especially the Nude Rich palette. I just think this is so, so perfect. If you're into the warmer tones and like the pink tones, you will love these palettes. Like, they're so good. They're also more affordable. I think it's like $37 for a 9-pan palette, which is pretty good. I also love that these are so good for traveling. Obviously, we're not doing much traveling right now, but I love having palettes for traveling because I don't want to be bringing a big 30-pan palette, you know, on a trip with me. So these are nice, they're compact, and the quality is so good. I feel like I always get compliments when I'm wearing these shadows as well. Like when I wear them at work, everyone's always asking me like, what is that on your eyes? Like, it's so nice. So I really love these. I think the quality is amazing, really easy to use. They're great for traveling, and they have 3 different like color options. So you definitely can find one that works for you. So I have 2 products from Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte Tilbury is definitely a little more of an expensive brand. So these are definitely products I recommend getting with the sale. The first one is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I showed this in my haul as well, and I've been so in love with this. This is such a good under eye powder. I mean, you can use your, like, you can set your whole face with this. I usually will use this on like my under eyes or like wherever I put my concealer, and then I'll just use a loose powder on the rest of my face. I love this though. It is so smoothing and blurring on the under eyes. It sets everything really, really nicely, and it just looks smooth. It doesn't make my under eyes look dry or feel dry. It just works so nicely, and I just love the way that it looks, and I love the finish that it gives. And the next product I've been obsessed with, this is the Airbrush Bronzer. Something about this bronzer I just love. I love that it's such a large pan. These are also refillable. I think it's $65. But like I said, you can refill them, which obviously brings the cost down a little bit. This is in medium 2. I think this is the perfect shade for me. I am wearing it today. It's just so good. Something about it, it really does give that airbrush effect in my opinion. It goes on so smooth and just blends out so perfectly and almost like kind of blurs that area. The color is so perfect. I never have any issues with this. And I always go back to this bronzer. This has been the only bronzer I have been using since I bought it, which was a few months ago when I showed it in my haul. So this I definitely think is worth the money. I think it's so, so good. Now the next product I want to talk about is the Hourglass blushes. Now this is a compact that I have from last year's holiday collection, but every single year Hourglass comes out with these face palettes, and I love them, but in general I love Hourglass blushes. So this is the one that I have. This is very similar to what they have. They don't obviously have this one because this was last year's. I think this year has like a blush, bronzer, highlighter, and a powder. And then they have a 6-pan one as well. I think those palettes are so good, especially if you are new to Hourglass as a brand. I love the Hourglass products. I love their powders. They're just very unique and they're so beautiful on the skin. The blushes just really, they do something different. They just make my cheeks look so just smooth, but really emphasizes like them in the right way kind of thing. I just love them. I love them so much. I love the formula. I love everything about them. They are a little expensive. It is a more luxury brand. So I think getting the holiday palettes are definitely worth it. I think it's definitely the time to try them out. As well from Hourglass, this is the Veil Soft Focus Setting Spray. This is really, really good, but it is expensive. It's in the $60 range, and that's expensive for a setting spray. But it makes your skin look so blurred out. It's like crazy. It's beautiful. I love the way that this looks. I love the way that this sets the face, and I think it's so good, but it is expensive. So definitely if you've had this on your list to try out, now is the time to do so. Since we're talking about setting sprays, I also have the MAC Fix Plus. I mentioned this in my Sephora favorites as well. This has been a love of mine for so many years. More years than I can count. This product is just, there is no setting spray that compares to what this one does for me, in my opinion. I don't really use this to set my face. I more so use this to like get everything to just kind of blur into the skin. Now because I do have dry skin and I use setting powder and I use powder products over top of it, my skin can look a little dry and crepey and just, you know, dusty at the end of it. So this product I will spray all over my face and it just melts everything in. It's so crazy, but I just could not live without this. I've gone through probably like 30 plus bottles at this point. I've been using this for years and it's an obsession. I always have to have one on hand. I'm running low, so I'm definitely getting one during the sale, but I think if you've never tried this product and you do have dry skin, it's worth it. I like literally drown my face in it, and then I will let it sit for a few seconds, and then I'll pat in the excess with my sponge, and it just makes everything melt together. There's no powderiness left, there's no crepiness. It just looks like you have super healthy skin, and it doesn't even look like you put powder on. So if you've never tried this, it is amazing. Now this is the only lipstick that I'm gonna have to talk about, and it's the Pat McGrath ones, because these are expensive. They're in the $50 range, but I think these are so amazing. I mean, the packaging alone is such a luxury experience, but the formula is so good. It is incredibly pigmented, the most pigmented lipstick that I have ever used. They have so many colors, and it's just such a beautiful comfort matte formula. I think they're so worth the higher price tag, but definitely if you want to try them out, it's really good to get them during the sale. I also think if you've wanted to try a Pat McGrath palette, now is definitely the time to do so. I really do enjoy the shadows as well. I didn't want to like really include it in this because it's really hard for me to recommend a palette that's that expensive, but if it's something you've had your eye on, I definitely think it is worth getting. Next product has been one that I've been really in love with, and I've fallen in love with it over the quarantine, and it's the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've been really into more natural brows, as in like not dip brow kind of brows. So I basically use this, and then I'll just like fill in the sparse areas with a pencil, and that's been my go-to routine. I love the Gimme Brow because it does have brow fiber, so it really helps to like thicken up the brow, make it look more full and more fluffy without adding a ton of product to it. And it also tints your hair, so it adds some color as well, and then it just is very effortless. You can leave it at that for a super natural brow, or you can go in with some pencil just to kind of define it a little bit more, which is what I do. I've gone through probably 3 of them since I've like really fallen in love with it. I just think it's such a good product. Next product is from Dior. This is their Forever Skin Correct Concealer. This is a newer product from them, and I've been obsessed with this ever since I bought it. This is my current favorite concealer. It's just so good. It has really good coverage. It's full coverage, but it's not like a heavy, thick full coverage. Very lightweight formula, very creamy, hydrating. It doesn't make my under eyes look dry, and I just think it's such a good formula. With this, you do also get a little bit more product in here than your standard concealer, which is nice. Yours is a little bit more of an expensive price tag, so I like that you get some extra product in it. But I just think this concealer has been so good, and I have not been able to put this down. Every time that I do a full face, this is the concealer that I reach for. Another concealer that I've been completely obsessed with is from NARS. This is their Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This has been around for a while, and I honestly can't believe how long it's taken me to purchase this. Like, it's so incredible for so many things. I'm almost completely out of this jar, so I'm gonna need to get another one. It's just so good. It is amazing for covering up like acne. It's hard to cover up acne. Like, it's really hard. A lot of concealers just do not want to sit over top of it properly, and it's just difficult. And I find that like when they do sit over top of it, it's like the first thing to rub off during the day. This just stays put. There's so much coverage to this. It's crazy. Like, you just put a little bit on and it just stays there, and it covers everything. It covers the redness, it covers the spot, everything. I've also been loving this, like, because we're wearing masks every day, I'm not wearing foundation, so really all I am doing is a little bit of tinted moisturizer on my forehead, and then I use this as my concealer. So I use this on my under eyes, and I use this on my eyelids. Cancels out all the redness, all the veins, everything like that. It completely covers the dark circles, and it's not heavy at all. It's so lightweight to me, and I have a lot of like fine lines. It barely creases on me, which says a lot because everything creases on me. So it's not thick, it's not drying. Because it is more of a soft matte formula, I just find it so easy to work with and blend. Like, I'll just put a little on with a brush, and then I just take my finger and like blend it in, and it's super quick and easy. So very versatile product. You can use this to like carve out your brows as well. carve out really anything. It's just so good, and I'm completely obsessed with it. The next product is Velour lashes. Velour is my favorite lash brand that we sell at Sephora. I've tried Lily Lashes, I've tried Sephora Collection, I've tried, what else do we sell, like Huda Beauty, all those brands, Tarte, but this is my favorite because the lashes are such good quality. They look so good on the eyes, like the wispiness, they look natural. I get asked all the time if they're like lash extensions or if they're falsies, are they real? Like all the time I get asked. I also find that they last a very long time. So this is actually my favorite style. This is the Feeling Myself. I had a pair of them that I actually unfortunately had to throw out the other day because they were at the end of their lifeline, and literally I was wearing those every single day for, I would say, at least 2 months straight. Every single day. Well, okay, 6 days a week I would say, at least, for like at least 2 months, if not longer. They held up so good. They looked a little crusty and you know whatnot, but they really held up so good. And I always get compliments on these specific lashes. Everyone always compliments these on me. They just say they make my eyes look so nice. So for me, these are my like perfect lashes that just suit my eyes. The ones I'm wearing today are from Velour as well. These are the IDGAF. I do like these as well. I just don't like as much because they have like kind of like gaps in between them. I just find these suit my eyes better. I just haven't taken them out. This is a brand new pair. But yeah, I love Velour lashes. They are a little more expensive. They're $38. So definitely, if you've never tried these lashes, I think it's so worth it, and get it with the discount, you know? And another product I've been loving from Velour, this is their Lash and Go Liner and Lash Adhesive. I think this is such an amazing product, and I'm obsessed with it. So this is a liner and a lash glue in one. I'm using it today. You can see like the liner on my lid. You just literally line your lid like you normally would with liner and stick your lash right on, and it stays put. It does not come off. Like before, when I was using lash glue, the corners would come off more with the lash glue than they ever have with this. Like my corners never come off with this. This really stays put. I'm so impressed with it, and I just find it so much easier, so much quicker. You don't have to like get the glue on and let it get tacky and then put it on and get glue everywhere. Like you just do a straight line and you put your lash right on. It's so quick, so easy, very innovative. And if you're kind of like getting tired of using lash glue, or if you're someone who loves to do liner with lashes, I think you would love this product. Alright, so the last two products to talk about are skincare products. I honestly didn't grab that much for skincare, but I have a lot of skincare, and I feel like I'm consistently like using something and then trying something different. I don't usually stick to the same product, because I just want to know like what's best out there. The two products that I have been in love with as of recently is the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is amazing. This is expensive moisturizer, but it is so good. Every time I use this, my skin just feels so hydrated and so plump and just looks good, and I love this. And because it is expensive, I definitely think when you can get a discount on it, it's definitely worth trying. I know right now too, with the holidays, Tatcha has some really good gift sets. This is $89. I know one of the gift sets is $90 or $95, and it comes with the full size cream. It comes with a travel size of the rice wash cleanser, and then it comes with the eye cream as well, which I have tried and is really nice as well. So I think, yeah, definitely check out the Tatcha holiday set so that you can get a variety of items to try out. But if you have dry skin, you will love this moisturizer. It's so good. And the last product that I've been loving is from Peter Thomas Roth, and these are the Max Complexion Correction Pads. So I got these because I'm struggling hardcore with maskne. If you don't know what that is, basically it's acne that's caused from wearing the masks. I work 2 jobs. I work 6 days a week. I'm wearing a mask 8+ hours a day. My skin hates me. My skin is not in its best state at all. And I know it's because of the mask, because when I get breakouts, it's usually my chin. I never ever in my life get breakouts on my cheeks. Sometimes, like very rarely, I'd maybe get one, but I had like right here, and you can kind of see some of the darkness still, I had just like a ton, like a big group of just breakouts. And same with this side. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot get rid of these. Like, these will not go away. They were so red, and just it made me so self-conscious with my skin. I was, oh my god. And I started using these pads along with some other products from his line. I got a set, and it came with the clearing gel and like an acne spot treatment as well, but I feel like this is the standout product for me. The reason is because it is salicylic acid 2%, so it's a very strong salicylic acid, which is incredibly good for clearing up acne. But every time I use these, the next day I notice those are just so much smaller. Within a week of using these, it's basically nothing. It's just like scars now, and I'm just working on fading those. So definitely, if you're struggling with acne, you need salicylic acid in your life for sure, but definitely check out this line from Peter Thomas Roth. He does have a set that has a couple products that are specifically for acne, and it just has worked really, really well for my skin. That's basically the products that I've been just loving recently. A couple other things that I wanted to share that I think are definitely worth buying that I don't have personally. So with the holidays, there is a lot of new gift sets and new releases. So I wanted to share a couple with you that I've seen come out recently that I definitely think are worth the buy. Now, the first set is honestly skincare sets in general, because they're always a great value. You get to try out a lot of products for obviously a cheaper price. Now, one set that I've had my eye on is from Caudalie, and it's the Beauty Elixir Essentials set. Now, one thing I learned is that the Beauty Elixir is actually antibacterial. So essentially, you can spray this on your mask, and it's going to help prevent acne, because it's like kind of giving you a barrier from like bacteria and stuff like that. And in general, people love that product, so I think that's definitely worth checking out. So for $59, which is the price of the full-size elixir alone, you get the full size of that along with the instant foaming cleanser and the glycolic peel. So I mean, you're paying basically for the elixir, and you're getting those two other products for free. So those are a great set, a great value. Another set that I've had my eye on is from Biossance. It's the Your Clean Routine Overachievers Kit. This basically has a lot of its like very highly rated products. So it's $77, but it's a $130 value. Now, Biossance is a clean brand at Sephora. So you're putting all good ingredients on your skin, and they have a lot that has squalene in it, which is basically a ingredient that your skin naturally produces and naturally wants, but over the years, over like as you age, you are less able to produce it. So basically, a lot of their products have that ingredient, which is you adding it back into your skin, and your skin just loves it. So this kit has the squalene and lactic acid, the squalene and vitamin C rose oil, the squalene and marine algae eye cream, the squalene and omega repair cream, and the squalene probiotic gel moisturizer. Now, these are all travel sizes. None of these are full sizes, but if you've been interested in the brand and you're just like not sure where to start, this is a great kit. It's also great if you're wanting to kind of start moving into the clean side of skincare, and this is for all skin types. Another skincare item that I have my eye on, I have not personally tried this. People love this though. These are the Dr. Dennis Groth Alpha Beta Peel Pads. These have been highly rated for so long. This has over 6,800 reviews and has a 4.6 out of 5 stars. However, this is a very expensive product. So for a 30 treatment pack, it is $115. Very expensive, but people see amazing results with this. Basically, this is a AHA, BHA peel, and it just helps with everything. It helps with fine lines, wrinkles, acne scars, pores, all of it. So we have glycolic acid, reduces visible signs of aging, salicylic acid, really good for getting rid of acne, and lactic acid for that exfoliation. So it's going to help you with basically everything, and people really live by this. So I think this is something that if you've ever had your eye on trying, definitely get it when you can get a sale. So another item I wanted to talk about, kind of getting off of the skincare, this is a holiday palette. It's from Pat McGrath and it's the Mega Mothership Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. The difference for this one is it's only $103 and you're getting 18 shades. They're obviously smaller pans. It's a little bit of a less luxury experience with the packaging and everything. However, if you've ever wanted to try Pat McGrath and you just are not willing to spend, you know, $170 on 10 shadows, I totally understand. This is the time to buy it. This is a holiday palette, so it's not going to be around forever. So if you just want to kind of get, like, dabble into her formula and see what it's all about, this is definitely a palette that's worth getting because you're still getting a lot of product, you're getting a lot of beautiful shades, and you're still getting to experience Pat McGrath, but for a little bit less of a price. I do have a lot of products on my list that I want to get, but those are kind of like the top products that I definitely think for others is worth getting as well. Skincare sets and makeup sets, Sephora favorite sets, those kind of things are great because you're going to get a bang for your buck. If you want to try out a lot and not spend as much, definitely worth getting. Gift sets are also so great for obviously gifts because you can, you know, give it to someone who you might not know exactly what they want, but they can have a variety of things to play around with, kind of thing. So yeah, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's always fun to sit down and talk about some of my favorite products because I just love makeup. I love teaching about it and talking about it and sharing my experiences. So I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Let me know down in the comments some things that you're getting during the sale, some things that you think I might need to get during the sale. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.